Hello family, I want to quickly talk on marriage. Yesterday I opened my Facebook. I just saw how a man in America, a Nigerian man in America, killed his wife and himself. After shooting his wife, he called the police. We call it 911 here. So he called them. He told them everything that happened. The man was speaking. He used Igbo and English, and the Igbo, they also interpreted. It was interpreted. He was saying, after training you in school, I brought you from Nigeria. I trained you. You are now a nurse. I sponsor your education. I care for your family. He was saying so many things that he's done for the woman. Yet you turn his children against him. You beat him. You've called the police on him so many times. He lost his house. He lost everything. In my other page, I spoke on this issue before, marriage in abroad. Women in abroad, we think we have arrived. Sorry, I'm not against women. No, I'm a woman. I'm advising women. I can't be against my gender. But when you are doing something that is bad, I will tell you what you are doing is bad. Our husbands brought us from Nigeria to live in abroad. Many of us won't have been opportuned to live in abroad if not for our husbands. We should respect that fact. Now you are now in abroad, you have turned against him. Turn your children against him because the law favors women. Because the law favors us, we women. 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, a Benin man was crying here in London. He was crying. His wife called the police and they threw him out of his house. According to him, he said he's been paying for his mortgage for 28 years, remaining £5,000 just to complete his mortgage. You know how it takes to pay mortgage in abroad. All the stress he went through, everything, he was thrown out of his own house. I don't know what happened because I didn't hear from the woman. I only heard from the man. He was so complaining that the woman called the police. And I said it in my previous video. Once police comes to the house, the man will leave. In few cases that the woman will leave. If the woman cheated on the husband, if maybe it's a cheat case, adultery case, that is the only thing the woman will leave. But if the woman did not cheat on the husband, even in some cases, even if the woman cheated, they will still tell the woman is an adult. She has the right to do what she like. For this obodo yibo when we dey. And I know our Nigerian men, they know the law. So many of them, even though they were violent at home, once they come to this abroad, they will be humble. They do everything just to avoid trouble. So many men I know, they will tell you, it's not that I don't know my rights, but I need to avoid trouble. So what message are we sending to the young girls in Nigeria, in Africa? If we that are not in abroad, we are doing this, what message are we telling them? What are we telling them? What message are we giving to our young men here? I went to Africa shop where a guy was telling another guy that he can never go to Africa to get a wife and bring to this abroad. He said even if he marries in Africa, he will leave the girl in Africa. He will be traveling home just because what women are doing to their husbands here in abroad. My fellow women, treat your husband, respect him. He is a human being. We have the right to throw our husband out of the house. Does not mean you should be throwing your husband every day out of the house. If he does anything wrong, why don't you talk to him? If he didn't listen to you, why don't you speak to his family or anybody he listens to? Because men in abroad, they are so careful. They don't want to bring trouble because they know the consequences. But what is going on? I don't know right now. Is it because of the universal credit you will be paid when you are not single? Do you know what is marriage? When during winter, when it's cold, you put your hand in your husband's body. He gives you warmth. That warmness, where will you get it? Universal credit cannot give you that warmth that you get from your husband. In hot weather, both of you put on spaghetti, as in put on something short and be happy. Can money give that to you? Can universal credit provide that love that you get from your husband? The answer is no. My fellow women in abroad, especially we, that our husbands went home to marry and brought us here to this country, please do not forget where you are coming from. Don't forget that you are in this country because of him. I know you might be a graduate and you might think, even if you had not married me, someone else would have married me, I would have still been doing very well. I know. Go and check out your friends that you graduated together. I know some are working and some are living well. Can we just respect these men? What they need is that love, happy shelter, happy home. When they finish from work, let them come home and be happy. Oyibo go shout for them for work. You when be wife, they will still come back work. You will still shout for them. It's not fair. Can we just love these men like our brothers? What you know that if someone do to your brother, you will not be happy. Not do one to another person's brother. Your husband is somebody's ex-brother. I have brothers. I will not be happy one day my brother call me. He will call me and tell me my wife throw me out of the house. I won't be happy with the woman. Can we love our husbands, please? And our husbands here in abroad, if there is anything you are doing that is making your wife not to be happy, can you please change your ways? You know the consequence. You know once Ogbanegbe land in your house, you are gone. You will be homeless. If you don't want to be homeless, please treat your husband very well. Respect her. She's not your maid. And don't say because you brought her from Nigeria, you will be treating her like your maid. She's not. She's not your maid. She's your partner. You are now one. Treat her like your sister. Treat her the way you will want your sister's husband to treat your sister. Don't say I brought her from Nigeria, we do her as I like. No, treat her very well. Thank you very much. Please like and follow my page. This is my new page. Please follow me. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.